Hello and welcome. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Brad Breckenridge, and the reason why you're watching this video is probably because of the same reasons that I watched a similar video. I actually had some full-time positions and ownership in several occasions. For example, I actually grew up in a business ownership type of household. My mother owned her own insurance agency, and this, of course, was after being laid off, her and my father, by the companies that they were working for. And when I say laid off, they were part of the major layoffs that occurred in the early 90s. So we were looking at possibly losing our home. It was a very scary time for us, but my mother decided that she was actually going to invest in her own business. Well, we found that that business that we ran was successful. We were actually able to make a profit, but we never had any time to enjoy that profit. And a lot of that profit, at least the gross profit, we had to reinvest in the business. So we were never extraordinarily well-to-do with those kinds of businesses. Now, I say it's successful because that business lasted until my mother was actually able to retire and sell the business. And that's a good thing. Problem is, in between time, she didn't have a whole lot of time for us. In fact, I helped run the business, and I didn't have time for anybody else at the time. So since then, I actually went into the restaurant business. And I ran a couple of restaurants and learned the same thing is true there. You have to reinvest your money. You have to hope that you make a profit. And when you do make a profit, you don't really get to enjoy it. Now, that is true of a job and a business, particularly if the job is one where you're running on a salary, for example. So what it means is the business is your boss. The business decides when you have lunch. The business decides when you go on vacation. The business decides when you get to have time for your family. And I was tired of that. So I was unbelievably excited when I learned that there is actually a type of business out there where I can earn a substantial income, the kind of income that I'm accustomed to, plus some actually, plus a lot. And I was able to do that, and I still have the freedom of time that I was looking for. So that's what I'm going to share with you, because we can actually use this vehicle to help people. When I was running a restaurant, when I was running both restaurants that I ran, when I was running, helping to run an insurance company, I really enjoyed the customer service end of it. You can actually help people and make money. What a concept, huh? So I'm so glad to have you here. Just fill out the information below, click the link, and enjoy the webinar that we have that explains in detail what we do. And I look forward to seeing you on the other side. We'll work together, and I'll help you out. Thanks so much.